with starting something, and especially something new, comes new eyes, comes new opinions, comes new people trying to come in and tell you what they think you should be doing, what you should be doing, what they think will be doing, because people love to live their dreams through you. So when people see you starting something, I mean,
I need a comma to talk, stack it up and then I put it all in the vault. I'm limping around this bit like Red Fox, but I'm not, cause a young nigga gotta keep the gun when I walk.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Conversations. Now, our show, Conversations, it got two meanings. The first meaning is this. It's a comma because we embracing the duality of people's lives, right? Like, no person is one thing. You might be a husband, comma, an entrepreneur. You might be a son, comma, a father. You might be somebody that care about your community, comma, somebody that is not with the bullshit. It's a lot of commas. You can't put nobody in a box. The other comma is this. We trying to get to this money.
Big money. We need commas.
We need the commas.
We need commas.
So when we here talking, we trying to give something valuable to the listeners. So, we not just shooting the shit. We trying to get at $1. So today I got a very special guest with me. God damn it. We got She 999 in the building, aka Rashi Lucas, aka my own flesh and blood, man. My little brother.
Come on now. Come on now.
Here with me today. Now we got a lot of stuff to get into. I want to get into your streaming. I want to get into how you got into streaming. I want to get into the plans that we got in the future. But first, if you just want to give a little introduction and introduce yourself.
What's good, Conversations, O2 Collection Media. Stand up, we in the house. She 999 here. Just started content creating about a month ago, so I'm fairly new to it. But I am top 750 in the world in Apex.
Talk heavy.
Just
talk heavy.
Masters all the time. So we just displaying our skill. But also we have a vibrant personality. We feel like we can impact and motivate people, change people's lives. Look, anytime you could impact someone for the better, you should be able to put yourself out there. So that's what we doing.
Now, how did you get into the streaming game? Because like you said, you top, what'd you say, 750? You top 750 in the world out of like probably hundreds of thousands of people that play the game. So what's the difference streaming versus just playing the game, or is it really no difference?
I would say there's no difference. The only real difference is the fact that the people can see you while you're playing. So there's people that stream the most personable way to stream is by showing your face, so that they're seeing the reactions, seeing how you're making your game decisions, things of that nature. So I started streaming because I'm gonna be honest, like we funny in the party. So I just like to make it so that people can hear what I'm doing, hear what I'm thinking, and also hear the homies and what the homies are saying and what they thinking. Because all of us together, we make for entertainment. Right. We make for entertainment.
And I think that it's probably like, it's people getting two things out of it, I feel like, because if you good and you nice, people are watching you and learning, like if they want to get better at the game. But then at the same time, it's like entertainment too. Right. Like somebody will watch somebody else play sports or something like that. It's an entertaining factor to it.
Good balance to it.
Yeah. Okay, well shit. Listen, where can they follow you on Twitch? First,
you can follow me on Twitch at I am She 999. This is real simple. I am She SHEED 999. Also, you can follow me on YouTube at just She space 999. Nice and easy.
Okay. Yes, sir. All right, so what's up with your questions?
I got some questions for Kayla. We got some topics to talk about. As you could see, anyone that knows me that may be watching this, you know that I grew up. I only had 2 siblings growing up. We had 2
I only
siblings.
Had 2 too. I had a brother and a sister.
So I first want to get into the story of how we met, how we were able to even know that we were brothers, because I feel like that's pretty fascinating in itself.
It is a crazy ass story.
So I can say that I really didn't even put much into us meeting. My older brother Javon,
Nah, it's my little brother.
My older brother Javon, his younger brother. He's social. He's tapped in on social media, especially Facebook. I'm not really too heavy on Facebook. So he gets hit up like they're doing a meeting. Hey, you guys, we have other siblings, basically. I don't know if you were dropped. Were you in that group chat on Facebook?
Oh, this is how it happened for me.
Yeah, see, like I wasn't.
It happened different for everybody. What happened to me was I always thought that I had one sibling growing up because I was adopted right as a baby. So I knew who my biological mother and father were, but I didn't have no contact with them. Like when I was a baby, my adopted parents used to send letters to Ann and Rashid and stuff. That's how Tahira knew about me, because she was like, yo, I used to get your baby pictures when you was a kid sent to my grandma's house. Okay. But she didn't know who it was. So I just thought I had one sibling, Isaiah. Now, when I moved to Philly, out of the blue, and husband hit me up. So it was her side of the family that hit me up and was like, yo, we trying to meet you. We found you on Facebook or whatever. And when I went to like pull up on him and meet him, Eva was there. And
our other little sister.
Yeah, and he was like, yo, by the way, you got another little sister. I'm like, oh shit. I didn't even know I had another little sister.
We deep around here.
Then when I met them, Isaiah was like, yeah, you know, we got another sister, Tahira. And I'm like, what? So he said, okay, I'm gonna shoot her number. When I called her, she was like, yeah, I knew about you. I just didn't know, your information, none of that. Then she tapped me and was like, yeah, our father has like 10 kids.
Damn, like 10. Yeah, he's shooting them. He's shooting them out.
So I'm like, yo, I went from, in 24 hours, I went from having one sibling that I knew of to having fucking 10 siblings.
Right.
Like, it was a crazy time.
Like, he ain't even hit on all of them.
Yeah.
That's the craziest part.
Right.
So for him, he kind of knew it. Me, I didn't know. I was up at school. I came back down to my older brother saying, yo, by the way, we got 10 siblings. I'm like, right. Bro, there is no way. So he ended up setting up some like meet and greet. I forget. Yeah, it was like at an Italian spot. And I get there. I'm fried. I don't know if I'm fried out of my mind. I'm cooked.
You and Jay was both cooked, because Sabrina was like, yo, your little brother was high as fuck in that family meeting.
And we was just there. I'm meeting all of them, and I'm like shocked. I don't know if it's because I don't know what it was, but I'm getting there. I'm seeing everyone, and we all kind of resemble each other a little bit. So it's real weird when I got it for the first time. Like, it's like, damn. I ended up me and him connected, me and Caleb. Yeah. And I ended up going out there a lot. I think I was visiting him like at least every other week. Yeah. It was COVID-19. It was a lockdown. We didn't have shit else to do. Yeah, dad was just linking. Yeah, I would come out with my girl. Him and his girl stayed together, and we would just chill. We would just do a whole bunch of random shit. I would come out. We would go bowling and shit. We would come out to Jersey and bowl. It was a good, bro. It was a good vibe.
This is how long ago? This got to be 4 years ago.
Yeah, that was 4 years. Yeah, almost.
Because I'm trying to think. This was 2019.
I was ACL.
This was 2019. I met you when you had the boot on.
Yeah, I tore my ACL.
This was 2019, dog. 4 years in. And motherfucking 400 to go, dog. Right. It's like
forever to go.
Tapped in, dog. And it's a blessing too, man. It's a big blessing. And so, as y'all know, his name is Sheed. When I was a little kid growing up, I knew that my dad's name was Rashid, and I liked that name. So I was telling some niggas in my neighborhood, and they was like, yeah, you look like a Sheed. So they start calling me Sheed. So growing up, my name's Caleb, but everybody in the streets will be like, yeah, that's Lil Sheed. That's like Lil Sheed.
Rap name and all. That's it, bro. That's my brother. Rap name is Sheed, all that. Like,
so when I met Sheed, I'm like, bro, that's the real young Sheed. Like, god damn it. Shit was too perfect, yo. Shit was too perfect.
Sheed times 2. We 2 Sheeds now.
And shout out to Javon too, man. Shout out to my baby Javon.
Should be here.
Nah, he should be here. He'll be here on the next one. He working, he getting his money. But nah, the whole story, a crazy podcast will be all of our siblings.
That would low key would be insane. That would be entertaining. Now I'm thinking like all the different, because we all have so different personalities, but it's an interesting mix when we're all together.
It's a crazy dynamic.
It is.
It's like this. Any family is gonna be drama and it's gonna be issues, but then you supercharge that shit with like the fucking past trauma of all the situations, and like everybody got different moms, everybody had a different relationship with our dad, everybody had different upbringings, and then on top of it, some of us are adults, some of us are still kids. Like our baby sister London be FaceTiming me. Our London's only 2 years old. She like 2.5 years old. So like we literally got a 30-something-year-old sister and a 2-year-old sister. Like the dynamic is crazy as hell.
Right. All dad's side, if you ask him.
Yeah, all dad's side. So crazy. But I don't believe in like the half sibling shit. I feel like if you my sibling, you my sibling. Yeah, like blood is blood.
That's all it is to it.
Yeah. But
going on to our next topic, someone that
you good at this, bro. You good at this. Yeah. Someone you hold it down, dog. You hold it down.
Just talking to Caleb, meeting Caleb, because we were talking about that. I started my media with the ultimate goal being because he is so influential when it comes to his media. So he's been making and creating content. Me and him had a conversation before. I told him, I think we were just having a serious conversation one day. I told him God made us in his image and God was a creator. So with us being made in his image, I just feel like everyone is set to do something, and that's create.
Right.
So with him being so into media already, I feel like it was easy for me to transition because I can always, I don't want to say mentor, but he kind of could walk me through a lot of things that I may not know or
any pitfalls or what that you got at. And honestly, he put me onto a lot of shit too, because like we don't have a big age difference, but technology is always going fast. So shit that you was doing when you was 18, I was already like, how much older than mine? You 4 years? 2 years?
I think you 3 years older than me.
You 24?
I'm 23.
Oh, you 23. I'm 26. So I'm like 3 years and some change older than you. But still, like all this Discord and all this shit, I don't know shit about that shit. So, but he'll be like, yo, you got to show me how to do that too with the Discord. But yeah, like all that stuff streaming. But the cool thing is this, because I've been in the game for a little bit, I can kind of talk to him and be like, all right, this is how you do this. This is how you do this. So versus him trying to figure out on his own any knowledge I have, I can just boom, give it to him, and vice versa, because you learning fast and shit too.
Right.
And one thing I love about Sheed is when you said like, yo, I'm gonna do this media shit, I'm gonna really do it.
100.
Like you really went 1,000% into it. Like if I'm gonna do it, no, I'm gonna really do that shit. Like I can tell that the same mindset that you put into like your athletics and your schooling, I can tell that you put that same energy into this, because you're the one who's like at the drive-through. Yeah. Ayo, follow me on YouTube.
Push it. You got to.
Just organically, like your subscribers went crazy in a couple weeks because you was just organically like, yo, follow me here, follow me. Like I'm on the phone with him while he's working. He's like, hey, yeah, make sure y'all follow me on YouTube. That's how you gotta do it. Like you a true hustler when it come to that shit.
I just feel like if you're not giving your 100% to something, if you claim you want to do something, claim you want to be somewhere, claim you want to work towards a goal, I feel like everyone should have goals to begin with. But if you're working towards a goal, I don't think you should bullshit working towards that goal. I think you should, if you're trying to accomplish something, you should be giving it 1,000% to accomplish it. Because if you're not, you're just selling yourself short of what you could be.
And you don't want to regret it.
Right. And if you consistently do something for so long, I mean, you just bound to get good enough at it to the point where you're going to reach different people. So that's how I feel about it.
My dad used to say that his secret to success was find something you love to do it for free, and get so good at it that people want to pay you to do it. And if you just take that strategy and just work and hustle and create, like, it's not going to come to you overnight. It's going to be a process of like stepping stones and doing what you got to do. But if you embrace the fact that I love what it is that I'm doing, Jim Jones says something. I don't know if Jim Jones authored this or whatever. But nah, I'll give Jim Jones credit. He said
Jim Jones random credit.
But he said when you like stay consistent, because when your motivation dies, your consistency is gonna bring your motivation back, because you won't always feel like doing this every day. You won't always feel like you're passionate about what you got. But if you consistently do it, that passion is gonna come back. It's gonna re-trigger that love for doing what you're doing.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I could get with that.
That's some game.
But with starting something, and especially something new, comes new eyes, comes new opinions, comes new people trying to come in and tell you what they think you should be doing, what you should be doing, what they think will be doing. Because people love to live their dreams through you. So when people see you starting something, I mean, I'm not gonna lie and say people are hating on me now, but I know that there are a lot of different opinions that I know wouldn't be necessarily there if I didn't start doing what if I didn't start doing what I was doing. So I mean, you just have to be mindful of, it takes a certain level of confidence to be able to even put yourself in front of that camera. It takes some nuts. It do. Like you gotta be able to take it just as well as you could give it. Yeah. Because people gonna, I mean, if you putting yourself out in public, people gonna put themselves in your shoes with it. Yeah. And then also it's different when you looking at yourself. Like the self-critique is the craziest thing, because you looking at it like, no, I wish I did this. I wish I did that. I should have done it like that. Or this, what I say is the worst thing for people that's in like the content game that's first starting. Everybody's going to start somewhere. So if we are doing our podcast and after 2 months, I'm like, fuck, we not Gillian Wallow yet. Right. Fuck, I'm not Joe Budden yet. That comparison. I'm going to be mad because I'm not where I think I should be. But no, everybody's going to start somewhere. I'll be happy, like, when I get one follower, I'll be happy. Right. When I get one new person, like, reposting my shit or sharing, oh, this was a good message, I'm more happy just for the one person, because I already know the way that I'm going to build this brand is just one person at a time. Yeah. It does. That's what it is. And talking about one person at a time and supporters in general, if you not fucking supporting your friends while they doing something, while they starting something new, do not come around if they ever pop off. Don't be the fake nigga, bro. Support your homies when they shit is ass. Support your homies now. Don't wait to support your homies until after they shit is already up, because your ass is gonna be left, bro. Don't be fake. Support your fucking homies now. That's it. Show that love now, cause especially when somebody's this like, if I come across a random person on the gram or TikTok or whatever, and it look like they starting they journey with the content, I'll go drop 3 comments on they shit like, yo, your shit is fire, bro. Keep going. Cause that might be the one push they need to be like, that motivation. Yo, that might gas them up. So go do that for your friends. Be the person that jumps on your friend shit and is like, yo, keep going, bro. You doing your thing. Or keep going, sis. You doing your thing. Right. Nice and easy, bro. Support your homies. Your homies, it mean more too. It mean more. Yeah. Niggas, some people say it's dick riding. You can't dick ride your homies. You're just supporting. That's just love. That's love. Yeah. That's some toxic culture to be like, nah, I can't show a nigga love. But a lot of people are like, a lot of people have insecurity. This is where you gotta really watch your circle. Because when somebody not living their truth and they're not going after what they want, they'll compare themselves to you. And if you're out here being successful and they see you making strides towards your dreams, they might fuck around and try and drag you down. Right. Because they not doing shit. Right. Or this was the craziest thing. I put a video on Instagram talking about this yesterday. The craziest thing to me in this culture is fucking entitlement. Because it's like, hold on, I'm going to go out here and put this work in. I'm going to spend my own money. I'm going to go to my 9 to 5, work overtime, come home, make sure my family good, do this. I'm fucking tired. I want to just go sit on my phone and chill. Sometimes I haven't even washed my ass. I'm going to come sit in front of this camera and fucking record. So to what? To give it to you? To give my, what I built to give to you. What? To give it to you? That's fucking crazy.
But that's the entitlement.
That's entitlement.
That's entitlement.
And people want what they can't have.
Yeah.
People do want what they can't have.
Yup.
People always want it easy.
Yeah. So what's the next topic?
Next topic could be O2 media in itself. I feel like that's something that I don't know. I'm gonna be able to post this to me, so I do want my people to know a little bit about what's going on with you. What's up? What's O2 media? What's that is?
So from the very beginning, the O2 collection was a clothing line. Shout out to my brother Jax. Me and Forrest, when I was first coming out of high school, we had a clothing line, and the area we from in Delaware is the area code is 302. And a lot, like, first off, shout out to Dover. Because my brother Ree and my brother Dub, rest in peace Dub, they would call where they was from 3 block, they would call it the 3. Mm-hmm. And that was more like kind of the northern part, like northern of where we were in Delaware. Yeah. So we was like, fuck it, we like coastal, you know what I mean, beach life. We're gonna make suburban. We're gonna make our shit the O2. Cause like where I grew up is like country and the beach. You feel me? It's real. Okay. It's a way different vibe than Philly. Like, yeah, I really grew up as a country boy.
Now he live in Philly.
Now I'm in the trenches. I was even in the trenches back then, but the trenches in the country is just different than the trenches in the city. The trenches down in the country might be like trailer parks. Up here is like projects. You feel what I mean?
Now he up in North.
But now I'm in North, yeah. But we called the area the O2. So when we did our clothing line, we were like, yeah, we're going to call it the O2 collection. And it's going to be about basically showing love to like our culture that we grew up in. Because a lot of niggas that grow up in the middle of nowhere, they don't fuck with it and they don't want to rep where they're from.
Right.
But I'm like, no, I literally grew up in this town. The people of this town made me who I am. It's a down south, hardworking, country ass vibe.
Right.
Let's show some love to the where we grew up in. And when we started putting out O2 merch, that shit just blew up. Like we was doing collaborations with the tattoo shops. Damn. We was doing like politicians were coming and sitting, like people running for office were coming and sitting down with the O2 collection. Like that shit popped off. So we just kept pushing that O2 collection brand. We would do our clothing. We would do our music. We had a label called O2 Kings. So we would just keep pushing and pushing. Now, when I moved to Philly, I kind of retargeted to O2 Collection Media because I started contracting with like schools and churches and like people doing music videos, stuff like that, and focusing on the media side. Because what I realized through the clothing line was everybody has a clothing line. Everybody can make t-shirts. But everybody can't brand their t-shirts.
That's
like
a fact.
The most important thing I learned through having a clothing line was how to market myself, how to film, how to get models, how to reach out to businesses and ask if they would hold their merchandise or our merchandise in their store. That was the most valuable thing that I got from that. So I kind of took that and said, let me just contract out these skills. And it just evolved into where it is today.
And life is about taking risks. So, I mean, listen, the only way to really get rich is if you have multiple streams of income. Me and him talk about that all the time. One way, a job, just a 9-to-5 ain't gonna do it no more.
Yeah.
You need to have something working for you, especially if you're a man. I feel like
you gotta,
because we gotta be the bread and the backbone of our families. That's what it is. So,
and I'm proud of you, bro. I'm proud of you that you have that mindset that you want to be the backbone of your family. You a good man, my brother. You a good man. I'm happy to watch your growth and development because that's some real shit. To know that, because the world, like, it's getting scary out here.
Scary.
You feel me? It's getting real scary out here.
And the broke niggas show. They show now.
Yeah.
They show.
They definitely do. All that, listen, y'all who was PUA flexing, ain't no more PUA flexing.
You got
nigga.
work now.
Ain't no more stimulus flexing going on, my brother.
It's work now. It's hard work. It's money now.
Niggas who was grinding during the pandemic, y'all gonna shine in the drought now, but y'all PUA flexers, y'all out the game now. That is real. It's real spooky for the
fucking
PUA
PPPs is over. The PPPs is over.
nigga.
PPPs is
no
over.
More PPP. No, hell no. Biden said, fuck y'all. He's told y'all pay the student loans too. He said, what y'all think y'all wasn't going to pay these student loans?
Nah,
fuck
y'all ain't getting that off.
Fuck out of here. Yo. All right. Well, listen. What else we got to talk about?
I do got a little bonus in here. It's crazy that we were so far away and we technically arch rivals in football, man. Sadly, my brother is a Eagles fan.
Ain't nothing
it's
sad
a sad vibe. Listen,
right in Philly, I always wonder how people that
he wasn't
don't
even in
grow
Philly.
up. No. But see, my mom grew up in Cherry Hill, New Jersey.
Okay,
and she grew up in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania.
Okay,
so
yeah,
like the suburbs of Pennsylvania is definitely like a Eagles vibe.
Nah, they go hard.
So
even Jersey, I feel like go hard
Jersey.
for the Eagles.
Especially
the
South
Eagles
Jersey.
are giants, I feel like.
Yeah, South Jersey go hard for the Eagles.
Right.
And I work out South Jersey and I be like looking around like, yo, y'all niggas really think you're from Philly? Like, it be all the Eagles buses and stuff out there. I be like, yo, hey, whatever.
Bro, some of the homies and like some of my homies back in Burlington, they talk about how when they was in middle school, they used to have like a day of the week where they would have to get up and instead of the national anthem, it would be the Eagles theme. Yeah, it would be the Eagles theme song that they would have to like recite. Damn,
that's crazy.
In middle, they were brainwashing kids to being Eagles fans. That's how they got. So that's why they fans go so hard.
Yeah,
Philly, they brainwashing y'all.
It's no fans in the world like Philly fans. No fans in the world, but it's love. I love, bro. It's love
with y'all. Together.
It's love. You got to think about this. Let's just think realistically. Let's talk history, our lifetimes, right? I got to watch Donovan McNabb. I got to watch Michael Vick.
Right.
I got to watch Nick Foles win a Super Bowl.
Damn.
I got to watch Carson Wentz, even though he's ass now.
Nice. He was nice on the Eagles. I can't lie. He was nice. He was nice.
Filthy. And now I get to watch Jalen Hurts. Match that up against Tony Romo and Dak. Let's really match it up.
All right, listen.
Let's really match it up.
Listen, we're gonna get us one soon. The Eagles, I could say from the 2000s, from when I've been alive, the Eagles have been a more dominant team. I feel like playoff wise. I mean, in the ring, definitely like solidifies it. Yeah, they had the Super Bowl appearance last year. Low key should have won that.
Definitely should have won that.
Should have won
That's
that.
still
I'll
a
be
bullshit
honest.
call.
That was just
that was crazy.
That was bad. And I mean, Patrick Mahomes is just
Patrick Mahomes is a monster.
He's different.
But the thing that I hate about the NFL is just like, we all know that sometimes they be breaking that shit.
Get a little dicey. The calls get a little dicey sometimes.
Come on now, like sometimes it's a little bit much. It's like it was with Tom Brady. The NFL, like anything else, is a business.
Right. They want to see the people succeed.
They want to see the people succeed. That's like having a Mission Impossible movie, and at the end of that shit, you kill Tom Cruise. People will be like, wait, what the fuck? What the fuck did I come to see? The same thing. It's people in the league that are like the superstars of the league, and they know that they're going to get the ratings. At the end of the day, they know that they're going to get the ratings. I don't want to put the tinfoil kufi on, but like, that should be a little bit.
NFL, if you ever end up seeing this, that means that the Cowboys are due one. You could rig us one. I wouldn't be opposed to us getting rigged one.
I wouldn't be mad seeing the Cowboys go to the Super Bowl and lose that shit. Yo, that was a hard loss last year, man. That was shitty. But we went to the Super Bowl.
Javon, my older brother, I keep saying we was already starting to get ready. Like we was already putting our boots on to come out to Philly to go to a parade last year.
Did y'all go to the Super Bowl parade?
Nah.
I went to the Super Bowl parade. That shit was crazy.
We didn't go.
That shit was absolutely insane. I went to the Super Bowl parade. This was right before I moved to Philly. I stayed with my uncle in Kennett Square and took a bus over here. They dropped us off at Columbus Boulevard, like like down on like South Street, Columbus Boulevard, like there near like Harbor Park. We walked all the way from there. We walked all the way from there to the art museum. Like, that's like a 2-hour walk.
Wow.
They dropped it. Yeah, like it's like a 2-hour walk. But it was like nobody could get into the city.
It was like blocked off.
It was blocked off.
Yeah.
So like the bus was like, yeah, this is as far as I can take y'all. And we literally walked like 2 hours to get into the city.
Wow, they was out here wrecking the city.
They were out here going crazy.
Out here
Sabrina got
out.
all type of stories about the night they won. But hey.
They started greasing poles at halftime in the Super Bowl, all that.
Yup. Dang, I wish
about to be a catastrophe.
Honestly, I can truly say that I think under Jalen Hurts, I think we're going to get a chip. I can truly say that. I do think that we're going to get a chip with Jalen Hurts. And Howie Roseman is a monster. Like, he got the mind. He's a dog.
You feel me?
Like, Howie Roseman is a dog. And I like that. He got the chip on his shoulder that, like, he was an intern. You feel me?
Right.
Like, they ain't want Howie Roseman to win, but God did.
God did.
Like, that's the vibe. He really, truly got a chip on his shoulder. And, like, Philly is a chip on our shoulder city. So I think that he fits in nicely. Yeah, for sure.
Well, before we get up out of here, I do want to talk about just some future goals that we both have for ourselves, just to kind of give them what's to come for both of us, if you want to start.
All right. My future goal is to be happy, to be healthy, and inshallah to have my family around me for the duration of our lives. That's my goal. And I want to build businesses that's going to be able to put our families in a place to succeed, that we're going to have multiple streams of income, and that Sabrina can sit home and get pampered, and Miranda can sit home and get pampered. You feel me? I want our babies to be housewives. You feel me? That's
I'm working
what I
to
want.
make my girl a housewife. I'm telling you.
And if you niggas aren't working to make your girl a housewife, man, you can't say that you a high value. A lot of niggas say that. Oh, I'm a high value man. High value. If your girl not sitting at home, you not as high value as you think you are. But that's my goal. What about you?
I would say some of my goals are, I definitely want to be able to continue to grow my stream, continue to grow both of our platforms simultaneously. I feel like that's why we're working together now. We work together. We were talking about some sort of maybe taking me under as O2 Collection. Nothing is set in stone, but that's something that we're definitely was in talks about. So that would be something I want to see. I just want to be able to put myself, my family, my girl, my brothers in a position where they're good. Like we have enough. Filthy rich isn't something I'm going for. That's not what drives me. Money isn't the only thing that is happiness.
It's the freedom.
It's the time. I want to be able to be on my own time with doing things. That's why I'm starting. That's why I'm starting what I started now. That's why I work so hard right now, is just to be able to buy back some of the time that working at 9 to 5 limits you to. Being able to pick up your stuff and go, oh, I'm going to go here. Pick up your stuff and go on that business trip. Right. Pick up your stuff and go create content halfway across the world. Like
take that vacation.
Right. Some content creators are just, if you're full time, you can just chase your content. You don't have to, be so set in one area when you're trying to do something.
And I was having a conversation with she the other day too, and saying, like, when I first started my journey as an entrepreneur, I thought that I was going to go from my 9 to 5 and like it was going to like something was going to click one day and then I was going to be making 100,000 with my business. What I realized is it's easier to set a goal, not even easier, it's just more realistic to say this year I'm going to focus on making $10,000 extra dollars. And once I get that stream of income and that's kind of running on autopilot, now what's the next thing? Can I make $20,000 extra dollars? Because when you really sit down and break down your finances, you might have an extra $300 coming in by your business a month. That's a bill.
That's lit.
You feel me? That's a bill.
That's
that pays
paying a bill.
You start to build up streams of income that don't require you to physically be there on the clock doing it all the time. And before you know it, you look up and it's like, oh, I'm making $50,000 at my job. I'm making another $25,000 with my business. I'm making 75,000.
Right.
I'm in the top 8. You know what I mean? The top whatever it is, 20% of people in this country working, and you just continue to just build up streams, and then also, if you got multiple people working towards something,
that's the easiest way. I feel like is if everyone is on the same page. Don't even got to be working towards the same goals, but could just be headed in the same direction towards something. Yeah, you guys' goals don't have to intertwine, match for match, bar for bar, verse for verse. Y'all could just be walking the same path with each other. Right. I mean, it could come to a point where you might have to split. You might not have to, but I mean, you should be working with people that you know want the same thing as you, surrounding yourself with people that are goal oriented. I like to surround myself with people that are goal oriented. At least you got
to and realize, like, one thing that I learned through, I be telling the story about in our store, like, or even just not even outside of the store, like when we have networking events, when you get black businesses together, everybody in the room is the quote unquote CEO of their own brand. Right. But you got 10 clothing lines where everybody is the CEO, but it's nobody else doing any of the work. Right. So what you got is 10 people who are all trying to be the head, the marketing, the funding, the design, the website builder, the model. That you got 10 people who are trying to do everything, versus if one person said, all right, you know what? I'll just take the marketing. I'll just be over that. And one person said, I'll just be over scheduling. I'll just be over outreach. I'll just be over the designs. Now you got a 10-person company that can run a play and execute and build 10 times as fast, and you don't have to burn yourself out. Right. Because entrepreneur burnout is a real thing. But when you got this CEO culture of everybody wants to be the CEO, we got to have enough comfortability in ourselves to be able to say, no, I don't always have to be the face. I don't always have to be the one making every decision. I can just run the play with y'all and let's get this money. At the end of the day, if I'm the CEO or I'm the fucking cleanup person, as long as the check clears, I don't give a fuck.
I just feel like that comes with like social media too. I feel like having so much money, being able to run your own everything is so glorified now. Right. That people put aside the fact that working as a team usually does make things a lot easier. If you're working with other people, I mean, you have someone to fall back on, at least have someone to piggyback off of, have people to, shoot ideas back and forth on videos, things like that. I mean, just having supportive people around you is never really a bad thing, I would say.
It's a book that I have. Where is that? This book, Sabrina Dad gave me this book. It's called The Making of a $1 Billion Athlete.
Oh, you got LeBron book? Inc. Oh, wow.
No, it's by this dude,
Brian Windhorst. Oh, that's Wendy.
Yeah. But he writes in here basically about, it's about like LeBron, basically LeBron, how he went from just being an athlete to how he branded himself. And like, without Maverick Carter, LeBron is not the LeBron that you know. Right. Because Maverick Carter sat in the back and was like, I'm not going to be the one dunking on niggas.
I'm not LeBron.
Yeah, but I can become a beast with this marketing shit. And like everything that they did from like the Sports Illustrated covers where he was like the King James and like from all that, Maverick Carter was sitting in the back like, no, we got to literally brand him. Coming out of high school
as a king, man, that was always a thing. That's crazy.
Coming out of high school, people was already saying, yo, he's about to be the best player ever. Coming out of high school. Just because he branded himself like that. Just because Maverick Carter was like, nah, let's put the play in. And then even like, he had a Reebok deal. Mm-hmm. He had a Reebok deal where Reebok was going to pay him more than Nike. At the last minute, Maverick Carter convinced LeBron to switch because Maverick Carter was interning at Nike. He convinced LeBron to switch over to Nike because he was like, look, with Reebok, they're going to pay you more money. They're going to cash you out more up front. Right. But Nike is $1 billion brand. Like just the resources and like the status that you're going to have with Nike. Like you can either go be the top dog at Reebok, or you can come be a dog at Nike in a room full of dogs, in a room full of the best ever.
In a room full of wolves. Right. Like, you just putting yourself in that.
Right. And just imagine it would still be big, but if it was Reebok LeBron's, I'm gonna be honest, that shit would flop.
Hey, that's trash.
Because AI's shit, it not flop. You know what I mean? He's richer than I'll probably ever be, but his shit flopped. You feel me?
That's a fact.
In relation to like other shoes, his shit flopped. Nobody's like, I'm standing in line for the new AI Reebok collaboration. Like, what? But niggas will stand in line for Nike.
Yeah, but if you from the hood and you had AIs, we not hating on you.
I am. Fuck them. Fuck them ugly ass AI shoes. You can keep those.
Hood classics. They was.
Nah, they was hood classics. I'm not even gonna hold you. They was hood classics. The one with the bubbles, the bubble AIs. I can't hate on them, dog. I can't hate them. They went platinum in the trenches. They did. You feel me? They go platinum in the trenches. Yo.
They did go platinum in the trenches. That's bad.
But listen, I think we good.
Yeah, I feel
good.
Like, yeah.
This was a great first episode. I love you, bro.
I love you too, brother.
We're gonna do this again. I'm gonna put the links where y'all can follow us and all that shit.
Facts. I hope everyone has a good night. Continue to chase your dreams. Don't let nobody steer you away from what you got set for yourself. Stars is the limit, people. Not even. Go past that. Hope everybody has a blessed night.
Pluto.
Thank you for watching this now. Subscribe to me and him. And y'all be easy.
Yeah, I need a calmer to talk. Stack it up and then I put it all in the vault. I'm limping around this bit like Red Fox, but I'm not, cause a young nigga gotta keep the gun when I walk. Look,